Hi. You see this smile? Things are always bigger and better in Texas. I just got my first $100 donation. That's big money to the Bard. That's big money. That is 200 pounds of rice to the Filipino children. I'm so excited. I got another $20 today, so I got 120 in one day. So I changed all the numbers on the YouTube webpage, the main new Caribou channel. And man, we're starting to get some money. Now we got like $200 over in Wells Fargo right now, and we've got 115 in the Philippines. Okay, as soon as that 115 comes back with receipts, with pictures, and with people guaranteeing that that went into the orphanage for food, and that didn't get corrupted, it didn't get sold, it went in the mouths of Filipino children, I'll send another 120. Gotta be careful with people. Money can make people's heads go that. But anyway, thank you so much. What a wonderful Christmas present. What a damn wonderful Christmas present to just have something to eat, man. You know, we have a turkey, and we have ham and mashed potatoes, and our friends, and, you know, we sit down and watch the Super Bowl, and this was a man. This guy manned up. It wasn't Monson. It wasn't Monson from Texas. Anyway, thank you very much. And all of the others of you that you got money in transit, it's over there. I think it was bought today. I will get a report today on my computer. The gentleman who is distributing the rice and buying it in the Philippines wanted to know the exact amount of pesos. So he knew, and he could account for every damn peso, which is worth, what, 8 cents or something. So that was a wonderful message from him. I wrote right back to him and said, here's the receipt, here's the amount, go get it out of your bank, buy the rice, distribute half of it to the orphanage, and half of it to another man that I know is an honest man, family man, and he will distribute it in his neighborhood, which is a ghetto. It's a ghetto. And so some of these families now that don't have to buy rice will have 10 pesos, 25, 50 pesos, which is $1. 42 pesos is $1 right now. And they may be able to buy something for their children in the Philippines for Christmas. That's wonderful. I hope, and, well, I'm not a religious person anymore, so I'm not going to pray. Hey, lay, ale, that's the closest I'm going to pray, folks, because you did it, not Jesus. You earned that money. You sent that money, and you fed those damn kids. And if you get Jesus points, you should get a lot of Jesus points. If you're not looking for Jesus points, I'll have some smiling kids photos that come back that are eating the barred rice that you bought with your hard-earned money. And it's my obligation to see that every damn cent went to the children. I didn't take any. My man in the Philippines doesn't take any. So, you know, you got 100% investment here. So when I said man up, I didn't think there'd be $100. I thought there'd be 5 or 10, which is okay. $5 will feed a child for over a week. 2 weeks in the Philippines. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It makes me feel good. Real good. I just was feeling down. I just had a, I'm not going to tell you, but I had a situation today. Had nothing to do with you guys. Had nothing to do with barred rice and all that. This is a separate total function. But I got kicked in the nuts today on another project, and I'm getting my pitchfork and my axe, and I will be visiting a company Monday morning. Had nothing to do with you guys. Nothing to, and nothing really to do with me. I'm going as an advocate for another person. So, now let me give you the crazy Mormon report. I don't have it up here on my computer, but you can get it. It's the Salt Lake Tribune today in Salt Lake City. Now, you're not going to believe this one. I don't believe this one, but every time the Mormons come up with shit, It's door busting. It's the fiscal cliff. I don't know what it is. The first lady of Utah. Now, this is not Shell my Obama. I don't know what her name is. That cute black girl and those two cute black kids. I just think that's a wonderful family. I don't think they're going to get baptized soon, but hey, you never know. Listen to the bard first. Anyway, the Utah governor's wife used Utah stationery from the governor's office. Now, let me tell you something. As an experienced man. If it has nothing to do with the Utah government, you don't use their stationery. You don't use their post office box. You stay the hell away from the official documents and using them for whatever company you're in. If you belong to a Coca-Cola company, you don't write your niece on Coca-Cola stationery and return address and tell her you don't think she should get married. Damn, just common sense. Not out there, folks. Not out there. Let me tell you what she wrote. We pay you. Now, I'm in Kangaroo City down there down here in, what country am I in? Australia. But I read about this up there in the crazy state of Mormon, Utah. So she writes to a federal judge. Now, this is not a judge. It could be. I forgot. There are federal judges here in Utah, and there's appeal judges. One's a Mormon over in Colorado. I think it's 9th District Court. Anyway, she writes to a federal judge that just gave a man 27 years for child molestation and 10 years of probation after he gets out. So she writes a letter like a Mormon Molly missionary and says, that seems like a lot of time. A woman, asking a federal judge to lower the amount of years and days in jail. Now, I'm trying to think. This guy was, he manufactured pornography, and I should have the paper up, but you know me. When I saw the $100, I go, holy shit, I got to get on the damn TV thing here and tell him. Thank you. But anyway, this is insane. And now she has apologized. And I hope the federal judge did one of these. The governor's wife asking the federal judge to lower the amount of time in a federal prison for this clown. Now see, every time I do a video, Monson calls. He hasn't said he's going to match me yet, but we'll see. Hello. Yes, who's this? Hi, President Monson, you've called again. I'm on the video right now. Were you going to match my donations to the... Monson? The UK taxes are keeping you from taking some of your stipend money. Your stipend money is in 6 figures. You can't afford $25? Not at this... It's Christmas! God! These are hungry kids, Brother Monson! Can't you send... Okay, I want you to match me one of these days. I want to see the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints check come into the fund. Alright, bye. Well, he calls me every damn day embarrassed, but hey, he can write a $300,000 check, you know. That's a year's income or less. Anyway, the governor's wife is begging the federal judge to not give all those years to... it was pretty heinous. As I remember, it wasn't just grabbing it was penises. Now I think about it, yeah, he was grabbing little boys' penises. So this is another weenie out of the pants closing. So, let me close with her apology that she has shit for brains, and she should have never put that on the governor's stationery, and she should have never contacted a federal judge. The judge heard the prosecution. The jury made the decision. The judge put in the federal guidelines and kicked this guy in the nuts. Maybe it'll keep him from grabbing little boys' penises. End of that story. And one more thank you. Big things come from Texas. And you know, I'm telling you, it's Virginia, it's Idaho, it's, good Lord, well, Texas, and many, and the UK. I've gotten some monies in euros, and they convert them automatically in PayPal. And when I send the money to the Philippines, they hit me on the exchange for the day. It could be 40, 41 pesos for $1, but it locks right in as soon as I send it. So thank you for letting me have a part in a Christmas dinner. It's just rice. It's just rice, and they'll get a dried fish. A fish has been dead for 6 months. My wife still eats dried fish. She goes to the Filipino store. She's used to being poor. And, you know, she eats that rice and that dried fish, and I can hardly stand having them smell in the house. But these little Filipino children will be big smiles and very, very happy that they have a Christmas dinner. Now, for the future, if you give me permission, it's your money. You tag it for clothes, for medical, dental. I know the medical doctor in Butuan. I've sat in her waiting room with the mothers in there and crying kids stacked on the wall. Every disease in the world, all sitting, 45 of us in a room. I took my little girl in for a vaccine. The other mothers were taking kids in that were really sick, needed penicillin, whatever. I can buy that doctor for a day with your money. I can stack rice right on her floor, and when those little patients come in, she can scoop that up in a bag and do a 5 or 10 pound bag and send that child home, and you did that. I also know the dentist in Butuan. I know her. She's a good dentist. You can't imagine what some of these kids' mouths look like. I had an older lady ask me if I had, whatever it was, $3, that she could get a tooth pulled. She's in her 60s. And she was in such pain she couldn't even function. I can buy that, dentist, with your money for a day. And we can have a clinic there. And again, we can pay for her time to fix the teeth. We can put rice in her office, and people can come and scoop a bunch out for their family. You tell me what you want to do. I hope we can do a little bit of education. It's only 60 pesos, $1.50 for a child to go to school for a year in the Philippines. Many families can't afford it. The orphanage kids, a lot of them cannot go to school because they don't have the $1.50 to get into a public school. So, we're off to a wonderful start. I'm terribly excited. If you want to really excite me, send me $1,000. Now, we've got enough money now in the bank for two more weeks at 120 for all that rice. But I'm not going to send it. It's your money, and I'm going to protect that in a Wells Fargo American bank until my man on the ground says, David, Mr. Bard, it's all gone. I'll say, good. Go to your bank. I'm going to send you another 120. Repeat. And you guys with your comments, you write into me, you tell me where you want that money to go, you tell me, and I tag it, and I tag it, and it goes where you want. And there's no overhead. Doesn't cost me anything for the man cave and the office. It doesn't cost me anything to distribute it in the Philippines. So, I appreciate you. I told you, I'm going to put my $30 in there. We're going to get paid here in a day or two, 3 days. And I'm going to put my money right in on top of your money. So if you can afford it, do it. If you're just poor, and you can't, God, please, just listen to me. I love to have people watch me. I guess it's kind of fun. And if you want to send $1 to get that good feeling that you did the best you could, send a damn $1. That will feed a kid for 4 to 5 days in the Philippines. You don't need to send 10 or 20 or 100, 50. Send what you can because it's the right thing to do. I'm not a preacher. I don't want your money. I want to see those little kids in the Philippines start to look like my 2 girls that I adopted. Little fat cheeks, all of their teeth in a line, every immunization in the world. So please, if you can send it, do it. Thanks. Bye.